Hey, YouTube friends, happy Monday to you. Nothing but love coming at you on this absolutely gorgeous day. You can't see it because I have my blinds closed behind me so that I don't get horrible backlighting. But today I'm coming at you to talk about one of my most favorite products, okay? It is the Moisturize 911 aloe vera based and caffeinated moisturizer from Perfectly Posh. And I'm going to tell you why this is my favorite moisturizer for my face. First of all, it's water based, which is huge to me. I have always been so fearful of putting any kind of oil or anything greasy on my face. Now that was an unfounded fear, and that was an uneducated fear from a long time ago, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But still, it was a perception that was stuck into my mind. So I love this because it's water-based and the aloe vera is the base in it. This also has sodium hyaluronate in it. That is a sister to hyaluronic acid. And this is an amazing little miracle moisture molecule, okay? And you want this in your facial products. You want it because hyaluronic acid occurs naturally in our skin. It is a little molecule that pulls and draws and holds water like a magnet. So we want it to maintain that moisture in our skin. And sodium hyaluronate, which is the sister to hyaluronic acid, it's just a salt of the same, and it's a much smaller molecule, so it actually penetrates the skin even better. But this is what will draw and hold that moisture into your skin. It occurs naturally in the collagen in our skin. And again, remember how important the collagen is to keeping our skin young looking, to prevent wrinkling. We always want to strengthen those collagen bonds. So this is a key ingredient in the Moisturize 911. And it also has vitamin C, which is very protective. You know, vitamin C is an antioxidant. It is also used in the synthesis of collagen. So we want this again in our skin to keep it young and healthy and vibrant looking. But my favorite part of this Moisturize 911 product is that it has caffeine in it. Now, I remember being in college and writing a paper on caffeine specifically. And in the end, the title of my paper ended up being Caffeine, a Two-Edged Sword, because caffeine actually has some incredible properties that have some great benefits for us. But we all know, we hear more about the slippery slope of caffeine, right? How caffeine is a vasoconstrictor, right? So it shrinks vessels. Think about water running through a hose, and we shrink that hose. So we're trying to push the same amount of water through a vessel, or the same amount of blood as it would be in our bodies, but the hose is smaller. So the pressure on that smaller hose goes up, which is why we associate caffeine with increasing our blood pressure. And while that's true, when it comes to our skin, this is actually a great feature for us. We oftentimes get those dark circles and the puffy bags under and around our eyes. And this happens when we get tired, we're fatigued. It happens for a lot of different reasons, but that's the main one. But really all that is, the dark that you see in those dark circles, are just those vessels that sit very superficial to the skin. So they're very close to the skin. The vessels get big and boggy. When they get boggy, they start to leak fluid. That's what makes the bags. And the fact that they're really swollen is what creates the dark circle. So when we apply caffeine topically, whether it's in our moisturizer or in our serum or however it is, we vasoconstrict those vessels. We shrink them down, the dark circles fade away, and as we shrink them, that puffiness goes away too. So I love this. I won't go anywhere. Absolutely will not travel without it. Because when I travel, I'm eating different foods, and I get really puffy and I'm not sleeping as well in a hotel. And this is my saving grace for the next day to really tighten and brighten everything up. One other thing that I wanted to tell you about this is caffeine. I remember from back in my college days, it's a potentiator. That's just a big chemistry word for a molecule that speeds up a reaction. So the fact that it's water-based, it has that sodium hyaluronate in it. It's got the vitamin C and the caffeine, and it soaks in super quick. You'll notice this if you ever put a little bit on your arm or you use it on your face. Skin just soaks it in and loves it. It's light and non-greasy. It's my favorite. I can't live without it. If you need to have it or you need to check it out, a tube of it's $17. It's not very expensive, lasts for a really, really long time. And you can find it over on my website, poshified.com. Check me out over there, and if you have any questions, post them below here, and I'll get back to you, okay? Nothing but love, friends. Talk to you tomorrow with a highlight on a different product.